So a lot of you are probably curious as to where I've been, and this is a bit of an update video explaining why. And I've tried to record this multiple times, not because I didn't like how I said anything or what I said. I'm just trying to keep the video shorter. Each take, it feels like I go on forever, so I'm gonna try to keep this brief. But basically, for those of you who don't know, I got a job recently, like an actual physical job that I go to. And I make a lot more money there than I ever did on YouTube. Now, make no mistake, I'm not complaining that YouTube doesn't pay enough. This isn't a fuck YouTube rant because I don't have any issues with YouTube. I think for 15,000 subscribers, making as little as I do makes a lot of sense. But basically, for the longest time, I had been giving myself a deadline to upload. I had this thing where I had to upload at least 1 to 2 videos every month in order to make sure that I made money on YouTube each month. A lot of you might not know this, but YouTube actually has a minimum payout that you need to make in order for YouTube to pay you, and if you don't meet that minimum payout, the money you make gets sort of transferred to the next month's paycheck. It's really weird. But basically, you need to make at least $100 a month in order for YouTube to pay you out. Now, for full transparency, the amount of money I made on YouTube was usually about $120 a month, and that was basically it. Which pretty much entirely would always go into the internet bill, which was $80 a month, and that was the thing that I'd use to pay for with that. Thankfully, I live with other people, so I didn't really need to worry about it that much, but that being said, as I get older, you know, I'm turning 23 this year, I'd like to be at least able to be independent if I need to. And like, to put this into perspective, I made like $120 a month on YouTube. I'm making like $430 a week at my new job. Safe to say, it's a pretty big improvement. And so this comes the big update to the channel and the reason I haven't uploaded in like 3 months. Simple answer is, I have been working on content. This has not been a break for me. The entirety of the 3 months that I have not been uploading, I've been working on one video in particular that is huge for me. I am planning to, when the Rebeat arc ends, reviewing every single demon that I have ever completed. And so for the past 3 months, I've been recording all the reviews for the levels I've already rebeat. I have about 200 reviews recorded and ready to go for when I start working on this video, and that's a lot. Now, I'll be totally clear, that's not the only thing that's happened over the last 3 months. I may or may not have gotten, like, chronically addicted to the Binding of Isaac. I'm really bad at it, but I've been really fucking enjoying it, so that also happened, but yeah. But anyway, Binding of Isaac brain rot aside, what I'm basically trying to say is because I have better income that's not from YouTube, I can actually make better videos on YouTube and not have to worry about getting a certain amount of videos out. I don't need to rush out a video every single month just to make sure I make the minimum payout. I can basically spend more time making higher quality videos that I'm actually proud of and just letting them cook a little bit longer, you know what I mean? So yeah, the big change to the channel realistically is just going to be that I will be uploading less frequently, but I will still be uploading and the content will actually be better as a result of this. I will say, for those of you who don't know, I actually have 2 other channels, and one of them is a showcase channel. It's just where I dump all of the footage I use for my videos. It's just a bunch of like 4K renders of GD levels, but the one I want to focus on more is my second channel, Nothing Is Too Scary, where I upload pretty much just demon completions. This is a lot like pre-2022 Nothing Is Scary, where I would just upload demon completions and all that sort of stuff, but if you guys want to just keep up to date with me and get a little bit of like smaller bite-sized stuff from me, if I beat a demon, it's going up on this channel, so you'll be able to sort of like watch me complete stuff over there. And also feel free to follow me on Blue Sky and Twitter, as I have been using these 2 platforms quite a bit as well. This is a transitional point for the channel, and I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm figuring out exactly how I want to treat my content going forward, but all I know is that content's gonna get better, it'll be posted a little bit less frequently, but I think that that is a worthy trade-off. That all being said, I hope you all have a great day, and thank you for listening to me ramble.